Hi there, I'm speaking to leaders and emerging leaders. I'm speaking by a fire alarm because this call is urgent. We're asking for 2 hours of your time, 3 times this year, that we hope and pray will transform the rest of 2020 and rescue you and me and those in our spheres of influence from just living from day to day and week to week, but pulling us into a vision and a picture that brings a real alignment for the kingdom purposes of God. Just 2 hours of your time. In 2 hours, you can't even get through the entire Star Wars movie. The Death Star hasn't even exploded. But 2 hours for us with our leaders and our emerging leaders, together with the eldership couples, where we share vision and where we release some of our really gifted team with intentional coaching, where we pray together to help us grow and to help release all of us in our call and our gifting to see the 2020 kingdom goals roll out through the church. We've been doing some imagining through the weeks of prayer, and now we're at the end of those. I just want to ask you, imagine what it looks like for your small group to show maybe the alpha videos this summer. Imagine what it's like in the kids and the team that you lead in kids church to I don't know, to get more involved in the mercy of God and the kindness of God, or to say we'd love to plant trees around the town, or imagine what it looks like for your team to pioneer a community gardening project that serves the lost and the broken and the isolated. Imagine what it looks like for your small group and mine to become more generous, or for the solid youth, the teenagers 412, to grow in confidence in sharing the gospel and praying for the sick. Can you imagine what it looks like for your team or your small group to pray for the Baileys, or to engage in some way with the church plant in Banbury? Can you imagine what it looks like for you or those in your sphere of influence to serve, encourage, pray for a church plant in another nation? Can you imagine what it's like in the people that you have the privilege of leading to maybe have access to a fund of money to initiate and roll out a mercy project, or to instigate acts of kindness this year that make Crawley a better place to live? Can you imagine, with the trustees team, stewarding funds and finance that bless the town and serve the nations, and release simple, practical ways of joyfully increasing our monthly giving? Can you imagine our space in Revive, in the cafe, in the shop, or at the church centre being used to gather and serve people who don't yet know Jesus, or thinking ideas of a second church site or meeting, or your small group from September deliberately targeting a neighbourhood in Crawley or Hawley or the airport? Can you imagine? I guess you're beginning to get the picture now. Listen, if 2020 just comes through my desk or through the elders team, we will absolutely put the handbrake on. What we're imagining is release through you, to you. I'm imagining a room full when we meet next of 2020 champions who say, what does it look like in my sphere of influence? Give me some room to grow. Give me some room to steward these kingdom dreams with my people, with my time, with my skills, with my passions. You may say, rightly so, hey, we've done these kinds of gatherings before. Yeah, we have, and they've been great as one-offs, but I don't think we've done them consistently. We've not rolled it out over time. We've not done it with the same focus and need to really release you and I. None of us want to sit in a talking shop for 2 hours on a Sunday night. What we want to do is get on with the kingdom adventure. So each term through this year, I hope next year as well, we're going to gather for vision and coaching. We're going to pray. We're going to carry away. We're going to look at some follow-up action. Some of you need some leadership mentoring. Some of you that will be one-on-one. Some of you that will be with your teams. But we're looking for a release and a multiplication. Remember, all this stuff is way bigger than just 2020. We can't contain it. We can't carry it out ourselves. Please don't wait for me or for the elders team to come up with stuff. Don't wait for us. Well, come with what you've got in your hands. Come with what you've got in your hearts. And we'll have 2 hours together that will change this year and develop a culture of release and kingdom can do that turns the church inside out in the decade ahead. So we'd love to see you February the 9th, Sunday evening, from 7 till 9 p.m. In the first one, we'll have an hour together for vision and coaching, and then we'll have the second hour to pray. We've hijacked our prayer evening that night because it's of such vital importance that we get together. The other dates are in the email. God bless you. Thanks for watching this all the way through to the end. Now go watch Star Wars and then get on with your day.